lately on the internet, on tweets, there are many kind of how it started and how is it going, right? Memes and pictures. So I will follow this trend as well. So before joining the program, we were just a small startup from Hong Kong, right? We've been 14 people. After some basic seed round, no customers at all, but we had lots of ambitions and also illusions. We had the weak messaging, we had the very low outreach, mostly unknown company, right? But we had the exciting dreams and we had an MVP we were able to show. And then we were lucky enough to get into the program. It was, I think, at that time, it was one of the biggest achievements of company up to date, getting into this prestigious program. And yeah, so finish it. And since then, right, if I jump to how it's going, then it's a whole different picture right now. We have, for example, we have 10,000 production seats in I would say five out of top 10 large global banks. We are leading global vendor in what we do, and we have an industry-defining product. And as part of the kind of things we got from the program is also the fact that Accenture is our global partner, and we're approaching many different banks together as a team. Now, maybe a few words about what we do first. So LeapXpert is in the business of enabling compliant communication when it comes to front desk. So bankers are using our platforms to message with their clients, and clients can use any messenger, right? So we are in a messaging space for banks, for different types of banks. And this fits nicely with overall program themes and also with the Accenture business. Now, so program gives us a lot, right? It was this fusion of different workshop, different interesting events focusing on marketing, product, public speaking, pitching, messaging of your company in general, legal, right? Also very important, funding, speed pitching, and much more, right? So and it really it's so it's the content and it's also the people that from the program. It was like before joining the program we were a startup, and as you all know that the startups, they all need to do everything by themselves, right? It's rarely to find somebody helping young startups at least, and the Accenture did just that, right? So it's like coming into this cocoon of love, care, and tender. And they were teaching us hand-holding and taking to different events and large banks, which otherwise would have a very hard time getting into. Maybe I want to summarize a few of the lessons I learned into the program, and it will be, I think, useful for those who are thinking to join, those who will join as well. So first of all, when you come to the program, you have a vision of your product, of course, but you need to be open, right? Because you'll be working with professional parties to enrich your messaging, right? To maybe tweak your pitch in a way which resonates more with the market. So the first kind of takeaway is be open to feedback and sometimes constructive criticism, right? Don't dismiss it. Second, the program will give its participants many exciting opportunities for networking, right? Networking with many different senior people, C-level people in the many different banks. So seize this opportunity, right? I know that some of the, especially technical founders are introverts, but you need to kill the introvert in you, and you need to really seize every opportunity to network because this is invaluable. Even if you don't have a result right away on the program, the result will come later in a year or maybe two, giving the sometimes long selling cycles and engagement cycles in fintech world. POC, right? So you need to be prepared with program, without, you need to be prepared to do POC fast, right? If your POC takes 5 months to set up, then there is no way you will achieve the results you need from the program. So ideally your POC need to be set up in a couple of days, because if your product have a traction, then you'll be asked to do POCs and you'll need to execute on those fast, right? Because banks will not wait. Big part of what you will get out of the program is your pitch, right? Not only how you speak in public, but also what you say about your company, right? And really, when it comes to pitch, it's practice make perfection, right? So with the input of wonderful people in the program, you will need to sometimes maybe recreate your pitch from scratch, right? But and this I think one of the toughest challenges, at least for me, was to kind of to forget what I knew and try to listen and improve my pitch. And indeed, no, if you our pitch before the program and after program is different, and the one after is, of course, much more powerful. Right, and then maybe a last tip lesson is whenever you go to pitch, and as part of the program, if you be accepted, if you be lucky enough to be accepted, you will be doing at least, I don't know, 20-ish pitches to different banks. So before going there, don't assume that every pitch is the same, right? You really need to understand whom you're facing. Are you pitching to wealth management? Are you pitching to global markets, investment banking, retail, and so on, right? So study your audience, understand whom you are pitching to, and then tweak your pitch a bit, right? Because I'm sure, like in fintech space, many products are kind of cross banking verticals. They're not only focusing on specific vertical, so you need to be able to adapt your pitches accordingly. Yeah, so maybe to summarize, we were lucky enough to get to the program. Program really gave us this boost that we needed at that time, and the contribution of the program to our business and the success so far is really invaluable. So if you have any questions afterwards, I'll be happy to answer.